cold really fast. Like, holy crap. Ugh, fuck it, don't care. Mm, then we go outside, which is beautiful. Found my lighter, which I need. And I need to charge this. Holy crap. And haven't been able to get online much. How you doing, Skip? I haven't been able to get online and do anything much. I've been too damn busy. Like last week, I had a lumbar puncture yesterday, and I just got back to camp like 5 minutes ago, set up for a fire and whatnot. I had a cerebral angiogram, which sucks. That's my third time having one. Oh my god. And I asked them, can they go through the arm? And they said no, because you're going to be on muscle paralyzers. Like, I fucking hate that. At least they did it right this time. So they had me on paralyzers when I was getting that done. That means you're fully conscious when they do that. They inject dye into your brain, they cut into your groin and snake up to your brain. And because I have seizures, they put me on muscle paralyzers. So if I do seize out, I'm not going to, go brain dead. And yeah, a bus ride there on Wednesday morning and a bus ride back here today, and holy crap. The headache is gone from the lumbar puncture. That went away a couple days ago, but now I just feel weird. It's a weirdest sensation. Like, it happened this. I know this is from the cerebral angiogram, but your whole body feels weird for a few days afterwards, and now I'm literally, I just got back to camp, had a pile of wood ready to go, and I got a small fire ready to go, and I got tomatoes and rice I'm gonna cook, and the tomatoes in here already and cut up with a little bit of stuff, and eggs, and I'm gonna use some sriracha mayo because I'm fucking too lazy to go back into town. Oh, thank you. I am a pretty chill dude. I usually have a hat on. I don't today. I didn't uh, want to unpack it from my bag. Oh no, I'm balding, man. Like, really balding. Man, I'm only 36. I started going bald when I was 29, but then I first noticed it like right here. I was walking into one of those a supermarket that got those big imposed screens at the top of the at the when you walk in, and I saw the back of my head. It's like, what the fuck is going on there? There's no hair. Why is there no hair there? And up here has been, or very, like, over the last 2 years, it's the worst part is it's gonna go from here gone, and here's gonna just continue growing out. So I'll look like a crazy person about to spout off how he's gonna commit global domination. I don't really smoke weed. I had a CBD thing because of my headaches. See, I'm living in the woods. I have seizures. Cost me everything. My job, my everything. I don't like the way weed makes you feel. I would chill with you and let you smoke. I've got no qualms about it. The worst I'll do is have a beer now and again, or a little bit of nicotine because they help with my. I get these wicked. I call them like headaches. They've got me on meds for it now, and they really help it. But I still get these little headaches, so I'll have a couple puffs once in a while of this, and yeah. Oh no, I'm a very chill guy. Like, I'll hang out. Like, I live in the woods, man. You can't be living in the woods if you're not chill. Trust me. Well, actually, that's not true. There's a lot of crackheads in Toronto, but I'm not in Toronto anymore. But yeah, I'm pretty fucking chill. I need to find a lighter. Yeah. Well, this is Canada, and so all my medications, I'm on 4 right now. See, I have seizures that are they're not epileptic seizures, so there's no set medication for it. They end up giving you 2 things for it because one, anxiety increases the frequency and the severity of it. So I'm on anti-anxiety medication, which actually helps control it. Antidepressants, which is actually to control it. Blood pressure medication because with the seizures and whatever's wrong with his brain, um, I get this horrible pain. It's a neurological based pain, but it's all through. It's like my left leg is getting shot, stabbed, electrocuted, and is on fire. So that helps control that. So I'm on that and blood pressure medication because when you're in pain, your blood pressure is like fucking way up here. All my meds a month with the drug plan I have a 20% copay. Last month was $584 for this month. Yeah, man, Rika Shadow, like the word. I'm a lucky person. I have no addictions. Even though I've been in a shitty situation for a while, it's just I like to be present where I am. Um, the worst I do, like I shouldn't say I don't drink because once in a while I have a beer. I have I'll have. You want to see me plastered? Give me 3 beers, and I'm a lightweight. I'm absolute lightweight when it comes to any alcohol, and I'm hammered. Like I'm a blithering idiot from three after 3 beers. I'll buy 1 or 2 beers once in a while with a meal and just chill. To the states, sorta, yeah, but not really. Like the government here owes me 50K through disability, and I'm still fighting them for it. Well, no, Angela, I'm not even a social drinker. I don't care for bars and whatnot. It's more like I'm getting the beer. It's because I'm gonna get something really good to eat. Like I'm gonna have a decent piece of steak with just salt, pepper, garlic, and a beer with that makes that even better. You know, a nice steak, some potato salad, and some asparagus, and a beer. And an odd way to cook asparagus, which is fucking fantastic too, is butter, salt, pepper, and cinnamon. It's a strange combination, but cinnamon and asparagus are weird. It's weird how good they go together. Hey, Monzo. Oh yeah, thank you for that, Shadow. Silent Shadow. That's. I'm very susceptible to all this crap. Thank you. Thank you. That's a weird way to say. Yeah, I like that though. That's fine. Um, that's the thing. So I'm working now. I'm hoping I can turn it into something full time or more lucrative. But I'm working now. Working at a marina. They're open for all seasons. They close for a month in September. From this is my last week in working until October. So after this, I will be not unemployed, but for 4 weeks. From the day after Labor Day, they close until the second Monday of October, or the first Monday, the second week of October, when hunting season opens, and they start renting out their cabins in the woods and whatnot, and bring all the ammo and the guns and stuff in. That's when I go back to work there, and it is just part time. Al from Home Improvement. I can accept that. I'm a good builder too. I was in construction for years. Oh God, I don't. I feel for you, man. Like, where are you homeless? Like, are you doing it in a city? Because I did it in a city for a long time. I ended up getting my ass out of that city because it's just way too dangerous. It's oh freaking Christ! Thank you very much. That's awesome. Thank you very much, Mazo, for the super. And my head is always up. I'm a scary, naturally positive person. Why do you think I didn't get into the the drugs, and I've had my chances because literally I was surrounded by crackheads in Toronto. That's one of the reasons why I got out. Thank you. But yeah, Batang boy, where are you homeless? Like, are you doing it in a city? Or are you camping out in the woods? Like, a legit, for me to get into town, it's a city. It's like 200,000 people. Into Sudbury would take me 2 hours to walk to from the highway, plus 45 minutes to get to the highway. So about 3 hours to get from here to the city, unless I hitchhike. I left the cities because it's scary. I was in the woods in the city in Toronto. There city woods everywhere. Toronto's a very green city, but even where I was getting robbed, threatened, shit like that. And now I'm up on Crown land, and I haven't. I've only seen one other person a while back when I first got here, coming in. I bumped into him, and I moved far away from him. He literally lived here for like 10, 15 years, built himself a little cabin. Yeah, definitely join the Discord. There should be a link in my profile that should be active. If not, hey Cornish, how you doing? But yeah, if you need someone to talk to always join the Discord. I'll try to get you a link. Oh, Sudbury is more quiet, but then you get to the downtown area of Sudbury where there is a lot of. It's a smaller town than Toronto, and there's a saying us Canadians have: with a small town, there's only two things to do in a small town, and that's drugs and fuck. Um, if you see a non-pregnant teenager, they're probably high. It's sad but true. There's a lot of drugs in Sudbury, but far enough out of Sudbury, so I see nobody. Legit, the only thing that happened is a bear. I had a bear walk up to me while I was in camp. Thank you. Nah, not Peter Griffin. Come on. At least call me Balding Queso. Or Will Sasso. I'm not that outlandish of a cartoon character. Oh, it wasn't a friendly bear. I got up, started screaming, and started smacking a stick against a tree and started screaming and whatnot. North Bay is pretty cool. You might be better off. How do I put this? North Bay, there's a lot. North Bay is a gateway area. It's kind of like Edmundston in New Brunswick. It's close to the borders. It's way up in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody around. So it's a gateway town where all the drugs run through. Like, New Brunswick is the meth capital of Canada. It's a drugged out place. It's where the Hells Angels hang out, and they bring in their product. That's a gateway town, so there's a lot of crime and problem for a small town. I'm in the wilderness up near Sudbury. Hunting, not exactly, but I'm trying to get into hunting. I'll be posting a video, but I've been slowly carving out a crossbow, trying to make one. I've got things like this that I'm gonna be trying to bend this one. This is gonna be the actual bow part. I'm gonna be working on shaving off all the bark on this one, getting some hot water boiled so I can bend it into the bow shape. I've already got the body built out, figured out the locking mechanism and the switch, and yeah, I'm posting a video about a crossbow. Oh, John, I have a job. You know what? You should get a life. You're coming on YouTube to, I don't know, be an asshole? Oof. How bad is your life if you gotta be an asshole? To some random stranger on the internet just having a good time. Weirdest experience in the woods? Not necessarily weird, but when I was in Toronto, I had this shack that someone I know built. I was staying in that. Went out for all day, came back, And then there was a bed in there. I'd built the bed and, some foam and whatnot. So walk in there, and then there's this woman, older woman, sleeping in my bed. I was like, what? Are you good? And she was fucked out of her mind. She's like, well, what's here? I ended up giving her a tent because I had a spare. That was pretty weird. Or the guy that, I'm just here to help you. I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend. I'm here to help you. I can help you. I can help you. When I was in a tent, and he had a knife in his hand. That was pretty weird. Besides that, the bears, the raccoons, they're chill. Uh, Kennedy. Kennedy. I don't know who Kennedy is. Are you talking about Kennedy, the U.S. president, or Kennedy? Oh, happy birthday, Kennedy. Anyways, snails? No, 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 no. I let it go. Mind you, I could probably find a half a dozen of them around here. They're everywhere. I find one right now. I do now. He's right here. We'll call this one Charlie. Be free. Random, sort of, yeah. Yep, yep, yes, I am. And, yeah, I think I probably should start a fire and start cooking. Never eat slugs or snails raw. That's true. You could get one of those parasites that'll paralyze you, put you in a coma, and then you'll die. Or never just eat them. If I'm going to do anything, I'll forage for greenery and things I know I can eat. Like, I'll look for chicken of the woods or black fungus. And if I'm really risky, I know where I can find some psilocybin. Legit, I know they're magic mushrooms. You find yourself a willow tree, look right in the center cavity of it. They love to grow there. Yeah, yeah. We've got a lot of garter snakes and the Massasauga rattler snakes. I actually, funny thing is, I got a pathway that I'm coming in now that it's flattened out because of my big ass. I've caught, not caught them, but I've saw a few sunbathing snakes, sunning snakes in my little pathway when it's cold but sunny out. I'm working on changing my life, man. I finally managed to get a job, and legit, I'm only this way because I got sick and divorced. Mostly divorced. Would have been fine if the divorce didn't happen. Let's not talk about that. AZAV25, that's a long story. I've told it about 1,000 times, but I used to be in construction, operated cranes. I got sick. I started having seizures. You lose all your licenses when you start having seizures. Like, I can't even drive a car ever again. And you need specialized licenses to do that. And to even teach that, because it's through apprenticeship, you have to have that damn license. So I can't even teach that. And yeah, I lost my licenses. Got divorced after that because she was with me for the wrong reasons. She needed the cash. Uh, Been waiting on disability for 4 years, but they are up in Canada. They deny, deny, deny. They try to convince you to take something called MAID. And I've got a story about that today. Uh, they try to convince you to take something called MAID, which is medical assistance in death, assisted suicide, instead of giving you disability. But it is back. When you finally do get it, it's back paid for like 4 years. And yeah, been fighting to get the disability, but finances ran out in September. Made it through last October, November, December, January, February, March. Also trying to find a part-time job, find something to keep myself going, which was hell. Took 10 months to get what I got. I was staying in someone off here got me a motel room, Simple Jack, for enough for a month, and I'm there. I had time to look for other work opportunities outside of the province, and I got outside of the city. Got an interview up in Sudbury for a motel, a hotel, whatever you want to call it. Didn't get that job, but had a different interview that I kind of just walked to, which is where I'm working now because she hired me on the spot. But yeah, seizures and a divorce put me out here, and the government because they suck. and I've not fallen down. And I've been around the people too. Where I was a pretty bad area, but I've been around a lot of shitty kind of people, addicts, all that stuff. But I never once fell into that. Like where I was, there was a guy we called Powder Man because he was the Powder Man. He was on drugs, all everything he was on. Um, the guy latched on to me for some reason. Every time I was cooking anything, he was showing up and taking my food. Like, yeah, I'm actually very happy to be out of Toronto, to be away from all that crap. I am in Canada, always in Canada, and this helps a lot. Like, but my headache from the spinal tap I had last week, or lumbar puncture, whatever you want to call it, gone. Now it's just back to my regular headache, which is even further diminished from the new meds. But this keeps it away. I'm up in Ontario. I'm not near a coast. I'm near a. I work in a marina, but it's more like a vacation spot. It's on a lake, not the ocean. Oh fuck, that's my story. So I had a doctor's appointment. First of all, I spent on, was it Tuesday? No, it was Monday. I spent 6.5 hours on the phone. I'm up in Sudbury, and I had a doctor's appointment today for yesterday for a cerebral angiogram. They cut into your groin, snake up to your brain, inject dye so they can get better pictures. They could have done that in Sudbury, but instead they wanted it to be done in Toronto. So I spent 6 hours on the phone with the social workers that are in charge of this because it's for my disability. They scheduled this appointment. Uh, 6 hours on the phone because they're supposed to book a bus ticket for me and a room for me to stay in that night. I can't afford that. I can't barely afford my medication. So that, uh, I went from about 5 6 hours on the phone with the social workers to the so they don't stick me in the economy, like the cheapest economy seats, because I'm 191 centimeters. For my American friends, that's 6'3". The first time last week, I was sitting there, I could taste my shins. That's how I had to sit. So I had to fight with them to get me in a bigger, like more leg room, because 6'3". I'm not a small man. And yeah, they're just assholes to deal with. They don't do anything till you start yelling. Oh, Daniel, that's. I'm glad you're not though. Not really, bad boy. Not really. A lot of things can cause someone to become homeless. Like most people are just a week away, one bad week away from being homeless. It's not women's fault. You find some bad women, you find some bad men. I picked the wrong woman. That's just it. And there's just as many men who are out to use women and hurt them as women are to men. Like, believe it or not, people, both men and women, are as a whole mostly the same. Nah, there's no one around here. If it was anything, it's a bear. I have my ears open, yo. But yeah, like, and besides, again, I've got a beaten stick with me. It's gonna be a crossbow. Working on that. That tree's way too small to climb. Oh, the tent's fine. The only problem with the tent was a goddamn raccoon. That's why I hate raccoons. I'll show you what the little bastard did. I had to patch there because the little bastard decided he was going to come in. He ripped it open. That little bastard. That's why I don't like raccoons. They're jerks. Not the harbor. It's a marina, and I've been working there for like over a month, almost two. Solar, thank you. I appreciate that. That's cool. I don't. It's just I think the raccoons are smelling me. I smell all tasty. I'm a snack. I can barely afford to keep my head above water. I would never get an animal and put them through this hell. Honestly, that'd be very, just for my own comfort, would be very selfish of me. And I love dogs. I love animals. It's just, I think that would be a very selfish thing for me to do. Now what I do with my lighter. I had a lighter. Why do I always lose this damn lighter? How do I always lose this fucking lighter? Oh, found it. Ice fishing, regular fishing, I fish a lot. I just can't bring the camera with me to fish because there's no, there's no, nothing like that. There's no connection. Anyways, again, solar punk, I really appreciate that. Hunt, no, I'm going to be working on it so I can. Because there's a lot of animals here. There's deer come up to walk up here to all the time to say hello. You guys were on live when a deer did. A bear did. See rabbits all the time, and I've been seeing the damn turkeys, like wild turkeys going by. So I'm working on an actual crossbow. I'm gonna put a video out when I'm finished it. I found the tutorial on YouTube, and I'm gonna turkey hunt. I want to catch me a turkey and I'll cook it over the fire. Yeah, power banks. Lots and lots of power banks. I've got four of these. If I use them nonstop, I got about 4 days use, and I got to charge. I'll charge them at work, and if I don't have the power when I'm at work, if I don't have work, I'll walk into town to the library to charge, or there is a station that way I can charge at. Solar's expensive. I don't have a hammock. I'd be too scared my fat ass would break it. Um, honestly, I'm not. That's not a joke. I'm too scared I'd break it. I'm not a small man. I had a jackery. I had a jackery. It got soaked to the core and broke. They're one of those things that are kind of hard to keep when you're in the woods. Well, it's not too hard to get to the city. It's so if I'll hitchhike into the city. It takes me 45 minutes to walk to the highway. Then I stick my thumb out and I've never had a problem getting it. I don't want to be in the city because I don't want to deal with the kind of people and the problems that come with being in the city. It's I don't mind because I got to go there anyways. Walking in and going to a library charge and reading a book or something. It's there's the float planes. Now I'm just gonna make myself a small torch to light the fire. I'm not isolated. I got you guys, and I actually don't hate being out in the woods like this. It's calm and peaceful and less stressful. You say isolated, I say calm and peaceful and nice. And yeah, soon we'll start the fire and be good. Just waiting for it to get a little bit darker. Woo. There are no dangerous people out here. There is nobody out here but me. Like, I make sure I know what I'm looking for when I'm looking for people, and there's no signs of people. Alchemy. What the? Isn't that not real? Like, isn't that one of those Harry Potter kind of deals? Yeah, homeless shelters are really bad. And this is Canada. The homeless shelters have all been full for like 2 years. I when I first got out here, I was trying to get into one, and I called every day for 4 months straight, even in the winter, and they laughed at me. There's no room. You don't want to be in one of those shelters, anyways. They're the most dangerous places in the country. Gats, how am I racist? Please explain to me how I am racist. I'd like to know. Good night, Rapunzel. That's true. Alrighty. Did I lose my lighter again? I did not. Let's go ahead and start this fire. And move you guys back. Because I don't want you to burn. Give me a moment. I'm just sticking you guys into the ground. Alrighty. Sorry, what's going on with Gats? I try. He's trying to get me canceled. We got a couple of them that just do this because they think they're being funny. They're going to be like, I'm going to expose this guy. Woo. And they're not going to expose me for shit because I'm not doing shit. Damn it. Give me a second. I'm just trying to light a fire. That should start. Probably won't, but it should. I agree, Otto. Oh, no, no, no. That's one of the points. Like being homeless, you're automatically considered as what you call it, trash. And I'm gonna put you guys down so I can fix this for a second. Just a second. Be right back. That'll start without a problem. Plenty, just enough to cook my dinner. Like I'm just starting a cooking fire. But yeah, I got enough wood so I can cook tomatoes and eggs with rice. Do I have water? Oh yeah, I'm not doing OnlyFans anymore, so they come out for free. Oh, this is enough. Like I got, I might as well do it this way because I've got, I got boxes and stuff I have around. I might as well get rid of them while I'm, starting my fire. And this will start. Like it's just gonna take a bit to creep up where it needs to be. No, no, you don't. I've been married, and trust me when I tell you, it's not something you actually need in your life. I disagree with that completely. Shit. Just do it this way. Just gotta relight the fire. I'm using a pussy way to do this. Is I'm just gonna. This will start it. It just needs to melt a little bit. Well, after it burns off, yeah. I'm not cooking directly over the fire. I'm cooking it in a pan. It's fine. You just wait 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it all burns off. It's not going to kill you. I've got a couple things to sleep on. I built up about that high of pads and other stuff. I've got a decent sleeping arrangement and it's quite comfortable. Good night, Monzo. But Tang, you gotta chill with that stuff, or I am gonna have to put you on timeout. Be a good boy. And you're done. Jason, I live like this. It's a long story, but I live in the woods. And the fire be going. Oh yeah, I kept trying to tell you guys a story. So I had a doctor's appointment on yesterday. I got there early. I knew I was going to be there early, and I got confronted by the social workers who were just at the hospital. They were there to confront me because I've got a lawyer now who he's handling all the crap with the social work and stuff. And she tried to get me into the little room to talk to me. I said, "You can talk to me in the hallway." She's like, "Well, we need to talk to you in private." I was like, "Why do you need to talk to me in private? Because all you do is try to convince me to take Maid." Well, she says, "What you did was wrong. You don't need a lawyer. We were handling it. Everything would have been fun. You don't need a lawyer. You're just wasting time and money." It's like, no, you guys are wasting my time. You guys are been fucking me around since day one. Long story short, she ended up stomping her foot on the ground like a child and saying, "Well, you're not listening to me." She had a temper tantrum. Like a 30, 40-year-old woman had a temper tantrum because I'm not listening to what she says. It's a literal cunt. Not really. This is not the way to live, but it's not the worst way to be in the woods like this. Why do I need to say elephant? Thank you, Jalen O. Ah, shit. The FOIA be started. It's just me. Yeah, it did take 10 fucking months. It was bullshit. How do I charge my phone? With the power bank. Now, how do I charge my power bank? At the library or at work? Well, that's because I will never beg, I will never borrow, and I will never steal. I do trash another YouTuber that I don't say his channel name, but he's a real wad. All he does is beg. Legit. That's the title of his fucking YouTubes. Is please give me money. I am dying. Bloody guy's doing it with his girlfriend. He's such a wad. Probably nothing what you'd like. I'm just doing something easy. Uh, using what the rest of the bits and bobs I got left. This is tomatoes, sliced tomatoes. It was a fresh tomato. I got some rice. And 3 eggs now. I just broke my egg. Fuck. Shit. I gotta find a way to save this egg. I want to eat this egg. I saved it. I dropped my egg. I got another egg as backup, and an egg. And some sriracha. And I'm gonna make whatever I want. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna taste okay. Yep, I boil it. No, I got 3 eggs plus a half an egg. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of this situation by then. I've got another appointment sometime in October that hopefully is going to settle the it's hopefully going to settle the issue with my ODSP. And all the plastic is now burnt off, which is wonderful. People say don't cook over the fire because it's hot. I want this to fry, and I want it to be hot. So don't judge me. Well, thank you for watching the videos. Yeah, I'm not Dale. I'm not doing that. Yeah, no. I don't. I will cook with foil. It's a good thing to do if you're mixing a lot of veggies. But if I'm doing veggies, I prefer to wait till the fire gets burnt down, nothing but coal, and cook them in the basket with a little bit of oil on them, and they're fantastic. Same with meat. Get it down to coal and just right over the fire. But today it's not a day for me to actually have meat. I get to have meat once a week, and today's not that day. That'll be not until that won't be until until Sunday when I go into town for my shop. Very true. Very easy to gain weight. Especially when you eat nothing but instant noodles. But I've been trying to change the way I'm eating. Frying tomatoes. That's very true. I try to buy as little as possible. The worst thing I've got out here is there's a few eggshells over there, and there's a little bit of picking up I have to do because I forgot a bag of trash I wanted to bring with me, and a raccoon got to it. I literally just got back to camp. So I've got to get that cleaned up very soon and bring it out with me. Ace, it's just me. It's only just me. I'm legit way up in the wilderness all alone. Oh, the tomatoes are smelling really good. And now to add the rice and cook it up. Tomatoes, eggs, and rice. That's what's for dinner. That's sriracha. We need to put more wood on the fire. Just a second, sorry, I'm focused on this right now. Ooh, shit. Honey! Yeah, no, I got limited stuff. And I'm just legit throwing leftover stuff like my tomato and the eggs I got left in. Just because I'm lazy today and don't want to really do much anything cooking wise. It's really fucking hot. I was lucky. I was in a hotel room for yesterday because the hospital and whatnot. But it's been like 30 degrees out consistently for like a week. Yep. It's been hotter up here than it's been in Toronto. It's been unpleasant. But, who cares? I'm fine. It went really well. Like, this one, it was just a cerebral angiogram. They did everything the way they were supposed to. Found out they've been, yeah, when they did my the lumbar puncture, it's called, they fucked up, apparently. So when they're doing procedures on me, like the lumbar puncture or the cerebral angiogram, they're supposed to have me on muscle paralyzers. I'm supposed to not be able to move at all. Because if I have a seizure when they got a needle stuck in my spine or a wire going from my groin to my brain, I'm dead. So they screwed up big time. Uh, yeah, they did it properly this time. It's free-ish. It's free-ish. Going to the doctors, all that stuff is covered with your health card. You do have to pay for your medications. If you are, if you're above 65, you get Trillium, so you don't have to pay. Or if you're on disability, you don't have to pay. I've got a drug plan that's covering 20%. That's covering everything, but there's a 20% copay. So all my meds total come out to about $584. Not goulash. That's rice, tomato, eggs, and sriracha. Because I like sriracha. And I haven't eaten a damn thing today. I got up today at 5 a.m., checked out of the room, was on a bus for 6 a.m. Coming down took 7 hours yesterday. Going back took 9. I got here for 3. Couldn't get a ride back to camp. I usually get no problem getting hitchhiking. Couldn't get a single any single person to stop for me today. So I ended up walking to 2 hours back to my area. Another 45 minutes to get into camp. And I haven't eaten a damn thing today. Actually, it's pretty easy for me to get water. There's a truck stop not too far, and not a grocery store, but one of those mom and pops roadside convenience stores not too far from here. So if I need stuff like rice, I get that from there. If I need water, I just walk to the truck stop. And I've got right now about 25, 30 liters of water. I'm hoping everything will be done before winter, and I'll be just a regular Joe in a home. Nope. Fuck, they're even trying to. I'm a dude who horrible neurological pain, nonstop headaches, seizures, and they're fighting to not give me disability. If you go to your doctor trying to get anything with your poor eyesight, you know what they'll do? They'll offer you MAID because that's how Canada is now. No, no, it's 5 minute rice. It doesn't need to be stirred. I'm just wanting to get it warm so all the stuff evaporates and it's not so wet. It's almost done, honestly. See, it's almost set. I'm good with. I'd rather cook over an open fire than on a stove. And that rack I got here, I got it for $1 at the dollar store. I don't order from Amazon. There's no way for me to get mail. Tomorrow I'll be doing the same thing, doing a cookout, but better. I'm gonna take the thing and go into town, get some more supplies, and get. I think I'm gonna get meat. Oh, cool! Thank you for the super. You're freaking awesome. Making humans to help each other, and thank you for making me realize I should be more grateful. AZZAV25, thank you very much for the super. You're freaking awesome. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably do another one of these streams, and I haven't been posting much lately. I've been just too damn busy to. Like, fighting with the social workers so they'll actually let me on a bus that I can, not have to taste my shins. Yep, P.O. boxes are fucking expensive. Fucking Christ. So, it's like $43 per month for a P.O. box in Ontario for a minimum of 3 months, plus $100 key deposit, plus you got to spend. Yeah, it comes out to 150, about $250 for a P.O. box. You know what? I have to spend my last entire paycheck I got from work. I worked 60 hours. I spent everything but $28 on my medication for a month. They're about the same price, but you need like if you're gonna get anything delivered by Amazon, it has to be one of those mailboxes that can accept deliveries. It would have to be with Canada Post, a place where they'll hold your stuff. A mix of everything. No, no, no. Don't not for this one. This is just something slapped together that's gonna taste okay. Give me a day or so when I can actually make a proper meal. Um, the next one I do, I've got a plan. I'm gonna buy some flour, make some dough. I'll get some good meat, marinate it in some. I'm gonna cheap meat. I'll go to the butchery, spend $5, and get a bunch of trimmings from pork. Cook it over the fire, but I'll marinate it in a Greek yogurt, garlic, lemon mix. I'll make some dough, and in the dough, with the meat mix, I'll add some veggies and whatnot, and make hot pockets over the fire. Homemade hot pockets. Supposed to, yeah. Supposed to move camp. I haven't. I've got a backup about 100 meters away, but there's nobody really coming around these parts to check on me, so nobody cares. That's what I was gonna make. I was gonna do. I was gonna make a Bannock style bread. There's another way to actually do Bannock though. You instead of frying it, coat the thing in oil and cook it over a fire, basically frying it, but it gets the smokiness into it. It's frying itself. I don't know about the hobo life in the U.S. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I'll make some bannock. Well, I might fry it. It's a possibility I could fry it. But what I want to do is I want to make like stuffed pockets so I can bring it to work with me. So I'll get a bunch of meat and stuff and wrap it in the bannock and cook it over the fire after the meat's already cooked. So it's like a hot pocket that I can bring to work with me and it'll last a little bit longer. I had one bear come here. Auto, that's the way you got to keep your stuff or it gets stolen. Um, Pretty much everything I own except, see that pan? That was salvaged. My pot was salvaged. The thing I'm cooking on the campfire I bought. This tent I salvaged. I'm like nine. I got a chair I salvaged. Hell, even this phone I thrifted. Oh, Dale, thank you very much. Thank you for the super. But yeah, as I was saying, I haven't been posting much anything because I just been too damn busy. Like I don't have Fridays and Saturdays because I'm working. And my boss says do not do any of the YouTube stuff on property. She would appreciate it if I didn't, and I like working there, so I'm not gonna listen to her. Not gonna listen to her. So Fridays and Saturdays are guaranteed. I'm gone from I leave here at 6 in the morning, get there for 7, use their shower, start working at 8. Usually finish at 6, but on Fridays I'll end up staying because we close at 6 until 7, 8, 9, 10 sometimes. So a 12 to 15-hour shift. I stay for the delivery. And then Saturday it's the same damn thing. I start at 8, finish at 6. Sunday I can post, but I've just been too damn... Last week was hell for me. I was recovering all week from a lumbar puncture. You don't want to know the headache you get from that. This week I've been dealing with idiots from social workers. But yeah, I'll try to get back to normal next week. I'm going to be ending this soon. I'm going to answer that last question. Am I an atheist? No. Am I Catholic Christian? No. Agnostic, sort of. I believe what I believe. I believe that there isn't nothing, but I don't believe in the Anglo-Christian Judea God as it is. I believe there is somewhat of a higher power that is so out of our understanding that we have to put a concept such as God on it. I don't think we have the capability to actually understand a higher power. Thank you very much, honey. You're freaking awesome. But I'm going to have to let everybody go now. I want to eat dinner, and I'm kind of wiped out from all the bus rides. So we'll be doing this again tomorrow, but doing a better meal. And yeah, I'm just going to read all these. There are a lot of bears. And yeah, I thank you everybody, and I will be responding to more comments and stuff, and on the posts and whatnot. It's just and we'll do this again tomorrow. But I'll probably have my hat and hide this bald, head. That's really bald, like right there, and it's super duper bald up here. But you don't need to see the bald. And yeah, thank you very much. And you guys take care. Bye, everybody.